We'll just have a chat.
You just have a chat.
Off the cuff.
I'm going to...
You say this stuff.
Thank you, Gabrielle.
Thank you, Gabrielle.
Well, most welcome, Timothy.
Yes, yes.
I would like to add that I thought your laksa last night was perfect in every way.
Unfortunately, we're having the laksa tonight.
Last time was the curry, you dingbats.
It's the red curry.
Can we do the whole interview? Well, welcome to...
But if it was a laksa,
Please come home.
it would have been a very good laksa.
I understand.
Don't you tell me what is a curry and what is a laksa. Who the fuck is this guy?
What happened to his lame horse?
All right, we're good to go.
How did that just happen?
Cheers, you.
I don't know how that... Cool.
That went so far.
That did.
So
That was a whole journey just then.
Okay. Oh man.
Perhaps.
You're gonna be cranky with me if I don't deliver an interview.
I know. I know I will.
You didn't deliver the whole job.
That doesn't mean I'm going to make it easy.
No.
Okay, sorry. Whoa.
You said you were focused.
Hello, I'm Steph Strings. This is Kim Churchill, and we've spent the last couple of days in Ballingen filming for our new song, Please Come Home, which I'm featuring on, which is very, very exciting. We've been filming with the lovely Sass and just kind of going around the area and enjoying all that Ballingen has to offer.
That's great.
Thanks.
So good. So Kim, I actually genuinely want to hear the story about how this song came to be, because like you went to say it and I was like,
I know. It's been a long time coming. Yeah.
So how old is this song? What is the deal with this song?
Okay, this song is... God, what year is it?
2022.
Okay, so it's 2022, so I wrote it in 2009. I started writing it in...
So how old were you then?
19. As I was writing Dawn Sounds, I kept playing it. And I was like, man, something was finally starting to click with it. It was like I finally had the substance within myself to do the song justice and bring the song to life in a way that felt honest and came from a place of integrity. So I recorded it for Dawn Sounds. And finally it's kind of come together, and Steph and I had been on tour together for the first single, Fighter, and we toured around Australia and we became good friends, and it just felt like an incredible evolution of that friendship and all the good times we'd had to have a song. And like even the single artwork is this beautiful photo that you took, Sass, of me watching Steph from backstage playing on a show on that tour. And
In Ballingen.
In Ballingen?
Yeah.
Oh my God,
How cool is that? Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So it finally is coming out after, I don't even know how many years of existing and me working on it and trying things, and I feel like, I don't know, I feel like for you as well, it kind of hit home and was like a good time for you to be singing it, and
very therapeutic.
Yeah, it's a simple song that I think a lot of people have had life experiences that they can relate to, that feeling of longing for somebody to just come back, you know, and existing in a space where somebody was with you and is no longer, and that feeling of desire to have what you had and to have what you lost.
So I want to know what that moment was like. Like, you guys have been on tour, and then Kim calls you up and says, what did you say?
Did I call you? I think I did call you.
You sent me a voice memo.
There's a voice recording.
And I was about to do sound check at my gig, and I was like, got this voice memo from Kim, I'll check it. And then you were travelling in the car, and it was like, I couldn't really hear what you were saying, but through all these words of like the sounds of your van, I heard you be like, I want you to be in this, in my song, with me. And then I was standing outside Miami Marquetta in the Gold Coast, and I was just looking at my phone going, I remember the security guard looking at me like, what's going on there? because I was just over the moon that you just asked me to be on your song. And hearing that you wrote that song in 2009, was it? And that I started learning guitar in 2009. And as you know, you've been like a massive inspiration for me. So then it's just kind of weird that those years have lined up, that's when I started learning guitar, that's when you wrote the song. And then now 2022,
Yeah,
we've
finally.
got the song together. It's just, I don't know, it's just really cool.
Sorry, quiet on set, please. That was very directory. Did you feel
Yeah,
that?
it was good. Yeah, power move. Oh yeah,
I don't know where that came from.
I'm a badass motherfucker.
Tell me about growing up and learning guitar and Kim being a bit of an inspiration.
Absolutely. So I finished doing guitar lessons when I was about 17, and then around that time I found my friend sent me a secondhand car, and I listened to it and I thought, this is so cool and different. And then from there I was just, I don't know, I just thought that the style that you played was so cool, and your lyrics were like a book. Like I felt like I was reading every time. And then I remember you sending me a message on Instagram being like, hey, do you want to come support me on this tour? And I had my phone in my hand and I looked at Mum and I felt faint, because it was like, and I'm not someone that I don't really do that kind of thing usually, but because it was like such a dream of mine, and still is a dream of mine, to tour with you, I had to sit down, and Mum was like, what? And Mum thought something bad had happened. But I was like, Kim, Churchill, just ask me on tour with him. So yeah, you've been a huge inspiration, and then now knowing you as a mate, you're a huge inspiration just in life, in just how you go about relationships, work, the environment. I don't know how your body is. It's just, you're a very inspirational person. So feel very blessed to be a part of this song and a part of your life as well. It's really damn cool. Yeah.
It's so cool. And it's actually, I think it's really interesting that you did watch early interviews, or because I see you as this kind of beacon in a new era of Australian roots music that is just such a breath of fresh air, and it's so exciting to see somebody come along that is gonna take it to a whole nother level, further than I could ever hope to take it, or and I'm sure John Butler would say the same, and these people would say the same. It's so exciting to feel that there is this new generation that is just going to champion that kind of music and that mentality and that mindset and that kind of approach to things. And I just feel incredibly lucky to have been in the right place at the right time, to get to have you on tour, and for you to be able to come and sing a duet with me is I feel incredibly lucky to have been the artist that was in that spot at that time to get to.
Aw, cool.
We're so good at compliments.
2 dogs on a walk, like you said yesterday.
Oh my God. We had 2 dogs on a walk.
We're just whooping away.
Let's talk about the music video clip.
Do you want me to go, or do you want to go?
You can start. And I'll add in any.
So I think when we first discussed shooting a film clip, you had this idea of kind of creating a bit more of a cinematic kind of imagery that would support the lyrics and support the song, and give a bit of space to what was being sung and what was being communicated through the music. And I was like, yeah, sweet, I'm in, let's do it. What are we doing? When are we doing it? How are we going to do this? And it was so nice, because the kind of imagery that you had shared with me, which was your vision for the clip, it really reminded me of our friends Greg and Gabrielle and their property out here behind Bellingen, and this gorgeous farm. And it was a bit of a light bulb moment. Hey, it didn't seem it at the time. It was like, oh my God, we should just go and we should see if Greg and Gabrielle would be keen to have us for a few days and kind of shoot out there. And that's been huge for me, because I wrote a lot of the album out here, and it was a really pivotal part of my journey as a human at this point in my life, and my music and my arts journey to accompany me in the new version of myself that I was becoming. So it was really beautiful to come to the realization that we were going to come out to this incredible farm in Kalang and record a whole bunch of content, just make a whole bunch of beautiful art together. We've been working together a lot, obviously, on this album and even before that, and for me it's I just know that I can really be myself It's not what's there, it's what's not there. There's all of these things that are not in the way of me being me, and creating that space and for me to feel so comfortable to be myself is more than I could ever ask for from a cinematographer and a photographer and everything that we do together.
What did we do today based on your recommendation? It might have been my slight encouragement.
You were very encouraging in the idea.
What do we do?
I would like to hear Steph tell the story.
Oh, then we went to the river. That's what we did, and I didn't want to go. But then Kim was like, Steph, you're going to miss out. And I have huge FOMO, so I came.
But hang on a second, because we've got to talk about the fact that it's winter.
Oh, it's winter.
Freezing.
It's bloody
The water is
cold.
Really cold.
So how cold is the water, do you think? Really?
Well, I was hyperventilating.
I don't know.
So that's how cold it
Yeah,
was.
you were literally began.
When my
hyperventilating.
eyes, I feel like my eyes went that big.
Yeah.
I was you like, Kim, save me. Like,
Yeah,
I'm going to die in
Yeah,
this
I
river.
was scared. But no, you had it under control, but you were freaking out a bit, for sure. It was really cold. I don't know, I would guess degrees, but I'm going to put it around 10 degrees.
It was very cold, but
What
we
the
did.
fuck? No, it's much.
No,
isn't it?
much
Like,
colder.
No, but
really?
when water is at 10 degrees, that's freezing.
Oh, really?
It's so cold. It's not like 10 degrees in the air.
I
It
was
just
gonna
doesn't
say
sound as good. 10 degrees. It's like, oh,
Yeah,
it's
no,
a bit hot,
No,
doesn't it?
it doesn't, but it's science, you know.
Science.
From behind the camera, I will say it is amazing to work with you both. Really delicious to capture, because it's like, I know always I'm going to get the truth, whatever it is.
Oh, Sass. Can we please all have a big hug?
Yes.